Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. As you can see, we have moved into June 1. This should be quite a bit of a busy beginning to the month. Also guys, there was a NVIDIA graphics card update. I did go through all the different places and sell points on the map, but unfortunately it would appear like it basically hasn't really done anything, and I've still got a little bit of stuttering, but yeah, just to give you all a little bit of a heads up, it is basically just the NVIDIA shader cache rebuilding basically. Right, we just need to get these into here. Now, I did do a little bit off recording yesterday, guys. I did a lot more than I actually wanted to do. It was all the jobs that I said to you we weren't going to do because we didn't have time. By the time I basically planted carrots in that field, it took so long. I managed to manure obviously both of those fields, didn't we, which we did on the recording, and I managed to lime the field as well. So I did rent the lime spreader, and I did go and get that limed. And to be quite honest with you, I'm glad we did it, because at the end of the day, it needed to be done. It's one of them things though, like if we run out of time, there's nothing we can do about it. We do what we can. Now I know I'm using a bit of super strength here, guys. I have forgotten I need to look in the shop here. Nothing new really came up in the shop this month. That's very, very strange. Yeah, we do have a good chunk of bales ready now. So yeah, I meant to feed the cows last month and completely forgot. Basically, I didn't finish working in this map until about 5 minutes past midnight. I literally was on the final headland of rolling the carrot field off recording when it turned over to midnight, because it germinated, which meant I've got a little section of the field that didn't get rolled, and it was quite annoying really. I think that should be okay for now. We are in June 1, so I do need to just look at the price of the fabric. I just put a few of them in for now. I want to get this filled. Basically what I want to do is I just want to stack all the bales along here, but I had to wait till there was silage first. So let's have a little look. Fabric's still not a bad price, to be honest. Right, sorry about that, sneezing. Yeah, let's get the fabric. Let's get the 2 pallets of eggs, because they've kind of met their best price as well. I think we'll sell a little bit of sugar. I don't know where the I4 Williams trailer is. There it is. It helps if I try and remember where I park things, but to be honest, we don't really have much shed space on this farm, and we do park a lot of stuff outside, and then I do genuinely forget where we park stuff. Right, there we go, lovely jubbly. And we'll take everything to the same shelf, and like I say, it's a case now of we make a lot of money. I'm not really worried about like the money that we can make on this series anymore, because we can make a fortune. It's just nice to do it gradually. I don't think, is there any harvesting to do this time of year? I don't think there is. We do need to just double check that though, because I have been wrong in the past. We've got no, but 31 and 103 are due very, very soon. The grass field's technically ready, but that's just grass, so we're not really worried about grass right now. Alright, let's go and get a few pallets of sugar, and then what we'll do is we will get some wool. Can I just, yeah, so that needs another tub in here. That's gonna need some more. My player feels like he's floating. its movement just seems to be very weird today. Yeah, we do need to take some more sugar down to the dairy just to make sure we've always got plenty of it. But I think right now we can get rid of at least a couple more pallets of this. Oh my god, it is going to be bloody easier soon just to load this properly with a front loader. Even my super strength skills at the moment are absolutely shocking. Yeah, to be honest, I am a little bit on the rush side today, guys. I've got a lot going on. I've got builders literally in the house due to knock again any minute now. I've got a window man coming today to fix the window in my office because the hinge has decided to just collapse. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a nightmare, honestly, guys. Right, I did buy a nice house. I genuinely bought a nice house. It's just an old house. And we're kind of just working our way through some of the issues that we're coming across. And yeah, opened the window the other day, and yeah, the hinge basically just made this awful noise, and now it no longer closes properly. And it's not too bad like this time of year. Like, you think to yourself, oh well, you know, summer's here, it's not end of world. But the problem is with this guy is who's coming to fit me a new hinge is he works on like UPVC windows and that all the time, and I know in winter like he gets very, very busy indeed. Do you know what, I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting a bit flustered. I'm already too hot today, guys. We're in the middle of a heat wave. We've already had a water ban, a hosepipe ban that comes into effect tomorrow. It's just horrible where we are at the moment. But in fairness, guys, I pay £125 a month for water. I will still be using my hosepipe. If anyone has an issue with that, I don't really care. When you pay £125 for water, not a chance. I will use what I want, when I want, and how I want it. I literally did speak to them and ask for a reduction in price due to the fact that I can't use the water for my willy-nilly things, and they were like, oh no, we can't do that. So I said, well, don't bother finding me for using a hosepipe, because I will be using one. At the end of the day, if you cannot provide the service I am paying for, that is usually a breach of contract. There we go, guys. 24. Do you know what? That is £25,000, including the environmental score. So that is not bad going at all. Right, I do need to go and get some wool. Let's get the wool into the spinnery. There won't be any milk, guys. There'll be like a couple of things of milk, you know, a couple of 100 litres of milk. There will be goat milk though, guys, so we will go down to the dairy. So what we'll do is we'll pick up the wool, we'll put it in the trailer, we'll put the goat milk into here, we'll go pick up whatever's down at the dairy to sell, we'll bring it back and then sell what we can. I've just realised though, there might be more there than this little trailer. There's that micro stuttering, guys. Like I say, if you're wondering the other day when I was talking about I had a graphics card update, it was my graphics card update a couple of days ago was for my Intel encoder card. If anyone is interested or even, you know, remotely thing, yes, I do have a 5090, but when I had a 4080, what I did is I bought a Intel Arc A310 graphics card. Now, it's not a gaming card in the slightest. Like, it's 80% used when you watch a 4K YouTube video. It's really like not a card I would use for anything other than, say, watching films or encoding in my case. And that's what I used to use it for. I used to use it for the AV1 encoding. Now I know the 4080 also did AV1 encoding, but when you play it in 4K and you record in 4K, you encode in 4K, and you want the good quality videos, I do feel like I get good quality videos. I don't feel like I could probably get much better. Well, I maybe could if I went completely lossless. What the hell is going wrong with this trailer at the moment? This has only been happening to me the last couple of days. It doesn't normally do this. We've used this trailer for how long on this series and had no issues. And then all of a sudden at the moment, it's like the pallets are too big and they don't technically quite fit in the in here. That's really strange. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just do it like that. Beautiful. That'll do. We do still have a little bit of water in it. We've got 924 litres of goat milk in 1 month. Wow. Wow, that was a very, very strong sheep. I'll tell you what, the Welsh wouldn't mess with that one. I only say that because I have a guy who's Welsh and watches my videos, and I play Minecraft and stuff with him, and you got to get the little Welshy jokes in when you can. It's all fun and games though, guys. It's all fun and games. Take it with a pinch of salt. But yeah, that's kind of why I have a lot of like graphical card updates, and yeah, and I do feel like the system works well. Now the Intel card doesn't technically work at its full speed. It only works at a 4x speed in the slot that it's in, but it's still more than adequate for just recording. Never really had an issue with it. Now in theory, you know, I have thought about maybe taking it out, but the card itself, even if it was 100% flat out, only uses 75 watts of electric. Do you know what I mean? And it just lightens the load on the GPU. Now I know technically you'd have like encoding cards, chips on your NVIDIA cards and stuff, and technically it doesn't reduce performance, but it actually does. It doesn't do it by a lot, but obviously when you know, when we were using the 4080, we had a lot of it was always flat out basically. And sometimes we were having to rely on DLSS, where now we don't have that. And I'm just going to get that. Oh, we didn't sell it. Right, I tell you what we're going to do then, guys. We normally sell this for a little bit of profit. Why don't we leave that there? If we leave that there, it can keep using it. Although saying that, if we don't sell it, we're going to have the problem next month, aren't we? Well, because it'll take even less next month than it does this month. The goat milk only took 600 litres. That's not enough. Just to sugarcoat it, that's not enough. Like, why is this? How are you being such a problem today, trailer? Like, why are you moving the pallet when there isn't? Oh, I bet you it's the trigger. Hang on. There's a trigger in the middle of this trailer there, and the trigger is for the crane, and if you don't line it up perfectly, it can. Well, it doesn't normally do that, but I'm going to presume maybe today it is going to do that. Yeah, this might not be the most exciting episode, guys. I've got, like I say, I'm just trying to pump out a video daily. I'm trying to say it's better than no video at all, but what goes down here? I've got no idea what we can sell down there. Like, this is our delivery point, but what goes in there? I kind of don't know what that sell point is for. Unless it's just another drop-off point for the dairy. I don't know. Right, we are going to have to do a little bit of messing around at the sell point, because this needs to go to different sell points. Like I say, we do not sell our products at the sell anything point other than goat milk and wool. maybe a bit of wood if we had to, you know, like the wooden fire logs, but they just sell automatically now. I've been very tempted actually lately of just putting the dairy on to sell, but then an episode like this where there isn't really any farm work to do, it is the perfect time to do a bit of you know, a bit of production work. Yeah, not too bad in end. So we'll sell the goat milk, and we'll sell yeah, the goat milk is the only thing we're going to sell. I might sell that half a pallet, although that half a pallet can go to the spinnery, can't it? Our spinnery at the moment is making so much fabric. If we were to plant a cotton field, we would be absolutely laughing, but obviously we're not in a position to plant cotton. That is just really expensive, so we'll stick with the oil mill and the flour and stuff at the moment. That just makes more sense. So I'm just going to leave this here. We're just going to do this here, and we made £1,500. Let's call it £1,600 off a couple of 100 litres of goat milk. It's a fabulous price, is the goat milk. Our problem's going to be when we do a survival challenge where we feed the goats, because we will be getting goats, because I don't know, this is the problem though, isn't it? If you do that, we're going to have problems with making it too easy. But I do think maybe we'll be playing on the hard economy. I still haven't really come across. Do you know one map that I've never actually played? And I swear to God, I've never played it. I've never played on No Man's Land. And this year it hasn't been released. It's terrible. Honestly, it's horrible. Like we have never played that map. I've been playing Farm Sim now since 19, and I've only been making videos and streaming for a couple of years with it. It goes in this one. But yeah, I've never actually played on No Man's Land map. And I thought to myself, well, I'm sure it'll get released on 25. And it didn't. And that would have been a really good map to have done a survival style challenge, where we basically just start with a car and a chainsaw. To be honest, I'd have started with a wheelbarrow if I could. No super strength on it. Not unless, like, say you glitched into a tree. But yeah, never got released this year, and I'm a little bit sad about it, really. One map that I never played. That's my own fault for dropping that out too early. Right, go on then. How much did that give me? Basically another £10,000. That is absolutely immense, is how much that is giving me at the moment. Let's close that side up on that trailer. Yeah, but I miss me jump. Do you know what? I miss that turning every single time. Every time I miss that. So yeah, we're just going to kind of be topping things up today. It's not going to be the flashiest of episodes, but I've got so much to do. Honest to God, I could have, I could have not done with the video. But no matter what we did, or whenever we made June 1 video, there wouldn't have been much to do. That's the short of it, really. Where is there she be? We don't need herbicide, so we'll drop that off there. Got a little bit of manure in there. I am thinking though, maybe it's time to get a straw blower. We did miss one in the previous month. There wasn't one. There was one come up in the shop, and we did kind of miss it, but at the time I couldn't really afford it. Even though it wasn't a lot of money, it was more than I could afford at the time. Right, Let's get that onto here. Let's get that onto there. We should be able to get one bucket of each. I do need to start making a little bit more cut sugar beet though. I might just make it soon as I need it. Line to there, and there we go. Lovely. That'll do. Not quite. No, I knew. Do you know what? I knew I was going to do that. I bloody knew I was going to do that. There we go. One sugar beet. Yeah, the only other thing I can do at the moment. Let's have. Oh, something else has come up in the shop. Oh, do you know what? It's a cotton bale trailer. Let's have a look. Straw ball. I'm just wondering. It will come under animals, so we can technically get. We do have a couple of mods. We've got the little McHale mod. It's not the greatest texture mod, guys. It does need to have a little bit of a rework, but it's kind of on the to-do list. It works. It's error free. That's the main thing. Do you know what? Let's go buy that and put some straw in. Let's actually go put some straw in. I tell you what we'll do as well. We'll take the Ford. We don't use the Ford very often. It's a little bit too slow now. That's the problem we have with the Ford. Yeah, I'm kind of refusing to make. I'm refusing to do contracts at the moment. Just to give everybody a little bit of a heads up, the contracts are kind of. We make too much money now to be doing contracts, but unfortunately, it does kind of mean like sometimes there's not overly much to do on the farm. Like if we did a contract, for example, today there might have been more to do, but. I don't see the point in earning too much. We're kind of getting to the stage now where this series is running its course. But the problem is, with this series running its course, is I still don't have... Northern Coast is the only map that I've got that I could bring next. And I was kind of keeping that for a live stream series because I do want to be doing some live streams soon. The only reason I don't is by the time I'm finished... I play a bit of Apex during the day, the wife finishes work, I do things with the wife. I just kind of don't have the time. I don't want to be doing the live streams during the day because it's just too hot at the moment, just personally. So I've kind of just been... Nope. So yeah, I've kind of just been waiting for like the massive heat to digest and disappear and bugger off and whatever terminology you want to use. It's just... Did I actually go to the right side? This doesn't fit my freaking machine. I don't have it. See, this is where like super strength would come in, because like I didn't realize it wouldn't fit on the back of there. Honestly, it's just 3 point. There we go. Customize for £0, and we will go and get the tractor now. It should fit under here just nicely. Just wanna, yeah, right, okay, so that was just my bad. Jesus Christ. Right, so that's unload, let's turn up sensors, lower straw blow. I don't want to lower it, I'm more just making. Do I need to... Okay, so that's pretty cool. So that works there like that. That works. I'm trying to figure out the buttons on the way back to the farm. Right, so that's that on my joystick on my side panel. Lovely. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it. I'm going to leave it like that. And that's how I'm going to load different bales, because we're going to want more than one bale in here. We're going to put a few bales in here. We'll use the front loader. I say I've only got a few minutes left, and I don't think it's going to be like the most exciting episode. I'm sure someone will message me about it and complain I didn't really do much, but like I say, I'm very pushed for time today. I could have not made a video. It would have made sense maybe not to make a video, but this video was always going to happen. Maybe I would have included June 2 into it, but I don't really know what else. There isn't really anything else to do. July is when the harvest season starts, and we're going to be busy from next month. Just before harvest is always been quiet, and then we're going to be absolutely hectic getting everything replanted and back in the ground. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to reverse that up to there like that. We want this tractor, yes. Took me a minute then to realise what tractor I wanted. Now we need the forks, because that's all we've got. We don't have a bale spike. We will, since we're here, straw bale. We have 7 straw bales. It's not a lot of straw, guys, but like I say, harvest season is kind of upon us, and yeah, we'll be fine. Next month we have more straw. Our straw did manage to last though for the whole year. Although I could really do with that straw bale being the other way, but do you know what? I can live with it. Get in there. Get in there. It's a long time since I've used a straw blower. I normally just... Nice. Do you know what? That's today's screenshot. Looking brilliant. But the good thing is while that's doing that... Oh, I didn't realise it's an engine. I can go get another couple of bales and have them ready. There we go. There we go. Oh, I was kind of hoping he was going to automatically empty both bales. Okay. That's a shame. Well, we'll have them ready anyway. We'll do that. We've got them ready. We'll dump that into there. I don't remember how much this needs though for straw capacity. I don't think it's a lot, to be honest, compared to like the feed. Yeah, we're already like nearly halfway full with 2 bales. Yeah, we maybe don't need any more. That's just brilliant. I love it. And there is the last 2. Let's get that into there. Nope, I actually do need to drop that down. No. There we go. Imagine if a 30-minute video is this hectic. Can you imagine what my live streams would be like now? Yeah, that's half the reason I'm struggling at the moment with like heat in my room, because I can't open a window. And it would be so nice to be able to open a window today, I'm not gonna lie. It would be so nice. We've got 3 bales left. I tell you what though, it's done a really good job. And like I say, we started to use the manure as well. Wow. We're not gonna get any more in there, guys. It's not even like a fraction of a bale. So that's kind of about what we've got done today. So let me just put them back in there. There's no point in me leaving them back in here. What else can we get done? We've got to get some silage. Do you know what? Let's get another 10 bales of silage out. We do need to get back into the Massey though. That seems a bit weird. Every time I go to brake, it keeps starting to go forward a little bit. Right, I don't think we can take for. I can't remember. The downside to feeding the cows once a year is I can never actually remember how often. Yeah. They bounced off. We can take 2 at once. That's fine. We might as well put as much of this silage in already. Like I say, it's kind of the plan. Keep this milk flowing now. We've had a month with no milk. Actually, can we just? Milk was less than 1,000 litres. Buffalo milk was less. So we will have a lot of buffalo milk and a lot. Well, you know, I'll technically have extra milk going in a month's time. Just right now, it's kind of saving us because we just didn't have the capacity for it. So I can't remember. Does anyone remember how many bales I put in first time? 2, 4, 6. I've already put 4 in. Then we put the bales in first time. 3,500 litres a bale. Trying to do some math and it's not. My mathing is not mathing. And my driving is not driving. I'd really like to just be able to take these at once. It's slower, but yeah, I have actually managed to do with a little bit better weight actually, but saying that, I get a weight too heavy. Right, what are we doing for feed there? 84,000 litres in capacity. So if we basically do that again next month, that should be our cows done. Although in the next month, guys, we will be harvesting. Like I say, if we just jump over to the map, we will be harvesting our canola, which means we will be producing canola oil again from the next episode. Basically, this lovely canola here. There's odd little patches of bad nitrogen, but there's not really much I can do about it. But this will also be the time where we're going to slim this field down here, guys. We did technically maybe put like a curve or something on it here, because we do keep kind of like catching it. That's why I got rid of these trees here. But yeah, that's just kind of the way it's going to be, I'm afraid. Just having a look at these productions. Oh, we've only got 20,000 litres of wood left in our tree business. Once the trees have sold though, guys, that will just be it. There'll be... Oh, I can't buy them trees there. Yeah. How do I buy like the... Is there any... Oh, there is some tree. We could maybe buy a plot. Oh, hang on a minute. We could maybe buy a plot of land like that. Do a little bit of tree work. I don't really like the tree work, but maybe we could do that and, you know, put it into our wood machine. Let me know what you think, actually. Like I say, maybe we could do the forestry work when there isn't much to do. Like, instead of like running around after the dairy all the time, maybe, if we put that onto auto sell, every time we get a spare month, we could maybe go up here and do a bit of tree work and bring it down here to the production. Maybe look at trying to buy the sawmill. I don't know how much the sawmill is, by the way. £300,000. Wow, that is expensive. Yeah, maybe we look at doing that and do a bit of practice on the tree work on this map. Get a trailer. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. But I am going to leave this episode here. I am... yeah, I've got to shoot, basically. IRL stuff has come up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I do genuinely hope you've enjoyed this style of episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.